What a pass.
Too easy.
I'm telling you, keys to victory for Stanford is going to be getting that block up.
Oh my God.
I don't know. What about out there? This is my mom.
You made the edit.
I made the edit.
Yeah, that was sick.
Dude, you bought that tonight, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I guess this is the official start to the vlog. I'm waiting for my mom inside. She is pulling up with us to go to the Stanford UCLA match. She's been to a couple of my games when I played, but never been to a collegiate match. And so it'll be pretty sick for her to see the best team in the country play a top 15 team in the country. Give her a first experience at a collegiate level, grab food really fast, and then head straight to Maples Pavilion. I'm vlogging, Mom. Where are we going?
So we're going for the Stanford
Versus?
LA.
Yeah, UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA. Yeah.
Have you been to a college match before?
Not yet. It's my first time. That's I'm so excited.
So we're hitting Mendocino Farms. I'm gonna give my keys to the game for what I think both teams need to do to succeed tonight. Although we're in conference play, I don't see this game being very close. I know Stanford's been on a heater. After watching a little bit of film, I don't think Stanford matches UCLA's physicality and speed. However, if Stanford can do these two things, I think that they have a chance of making this game a little bit tighter than people expect. One is obviously keeping pressure with their serves. If they can keep UCLA out of system a little bit more, give them more opportunities on roll shots and free balls, the better off they'll be. But in the same breath, if Stanford also gives free balls over, if UCLA's awesome defense is able to pick up a lot of their touches, Stanford's block has to be there tonight. Watching the game against BYU, I think that was a big reason why BYU pushed them to 5 and really exposed a couple of the holes in their game is because their block was so weak. There were a lot of instances where, middle or pin weren't able to get out to the opposite side, which resulted in too many points for BYU. So yeah, get their block up, stop Cam and Mike out of the middle, and help out on the pins. For UCLA, bottom line is get your serves in, right? Don't give any free points to Stanford today. Make their life more difficult by forcing them to make plays and get touches. I think both in system and out of systems, UCLA will be just fine tonight. Shooting themselves in the foot with missed serves or unforced errors is going to be what keeps Stanford in this game. Even if they have an off game tonight, I don't see Stanford being able to pull it out. However, I do think it's possible that Stanford does make things interesting tonight. And I'm hoping so because I'll be there in person, obviously. Yeah, next clip is probably going to be us with the other boys. Actually, speaking of that, let's go check in on them, what they've been doing on the drive up here.
All right, TVB. We're in the. I don't think we're allowed to say that. We got Mexican food. Alberto's. I got old tacos. Oh yeah, they might not be able to hear this. This audio might be cooked.
All right, we are here a little too early. It's 4:15, and Matt told us to get here early, and we did. At this point, we're so early that they might let us sit on the bench. My mom's over there, just chilling. She's like, "Why did we get here so early?" It's called Joe.
Who's on 20%?
Unavailable.
Damn. What's that? Hi, Joe.
I'll talk to you in a bit, all right?
Sounds good, bro. I'll see ya.
Enjoy the game, brother.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Where is Jared?
I don't know.
Text him.
All right, so we made it inside. And the boys are at work. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. Just trying to do my best to just get more eyes on the sport.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, man. Is your home base up here?
Sacramento. But I grew up just across the bridge.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw your stuff. I'm like, I never knew where you were going.
Yeah. I'll be there in May. Watch you guys go do your thing. Good to meet you. Appreciate you. Good luck today. Huh?
Do I hit that hard? You do not. Buddy, I can dig you.
This is OTVB. Right now over there, we got the legendary Holly Wong live editing, getting it up on the UCLA Instagram. This is what legendary gameplay looks like.
Mr. Aura himself. I didn't see it. I was too busy looking at Andrew. I was too busy basking in his aura. He knows it. He knows it.
Let's go, Micah. Oh, hey! Hey, so before my mic dies, wow, this is the start of the match. David Decker starting the match off 5-0 with his serve right now, and UCLA's block is looking really solid. It looks like Stanford's game plan right now is to go a little bit more consistently. But right now they're just doing early timeout for Stanford. They're just like 5-0. Are we challenging?
Yeah, we're challenging 6-7. How are they gonna show?
Go, Chris! No, they'll be fine. Sean and Mike are both hitting negative right now, and that's not gonna last. Give it to him. Let's give it to him. Give it to him. Yep, back. I'm telling you, keys to victory for Stanford is going to be getting that block up. If they continue to do this, they're going to have UCLA in a little bit of trouble here, but I do not expect 3 of UCLA's best hitters to hit negative the whole game, so let's see what happens. Oh no, they were up by 1. Attaboy. Oh! I need you to lock in now so that when we go to nationals, we'll be chilling.
That's the real. Wow.
Attaboy, Chris. Hey, come on, David, let's go. Yeah. That shit was so out. That shit was so out.
I don't know if it was.
No, bro, that shit was out. Should I get in there? Attaboy, T. Back. Oh, good touch.
Hey, Rowan.
Block. Hey, come on! Yeah, why are you so quiet in here, bro?
Hey!
They were literally up and the stands are quiet.
Bro.
4 serving 3, Michael Wandiala at the service line. Flo's coming over.
Yes, sir.
Hey, sir, Michael Wandiala!
Too easy.
Go! Stop the middle!
Okay.
Oh, give it to him.
Cam.
Reload.
Yup. Maybe 22 has a better chance of stopping me. Let's go. Wow. Oh, what a dig. What a pass, Conley. They gotta stop. They just have to stop.
I think they should stop their middle. Off speed. Stanford just went on a run here, like 16 to 17, and the crowd in here is still quiet. I don't understand. Do you think he told them to stop the middle? I would tell them to stop the middle.
I would say, let's go block the middle.
Yeah, block the middles.
And don't set Zach Rama.
Don't set Zach Rama when he's on the other side.
Oh, out.
That's his 3rd miss here. Oh, one clip for me. Oh! Close the block, Kev! Close the block!
But they.
Oh. What a serve. It's 22-24, and Stanford gets an absolute house of a block. And the only person that was celebrating are the only people that are heckling the team.
I told him, Alyssa, I love Alyssa Lee.
You get a house block, this place should be going insane, especially at this point.
You guys can't do a free event anymore. No more free events. No one cares about the game. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was so low. I thought that was gonna be.
Rama.
Decker. You can't stop! You can't! Let's go! Stop the middle! Come on, Cam!
Can't stop it.
Let's go, Cam! Okay, Mom, we're 2 sets in. How do you feel so far? What's your experience been?
Speechless.
Do you think UCLA is gonna win this set too? Are we going home soon?
Yep.
I'm in.
Bro, don't be told. House!
Talk about it. Hey. Oh.
No, sir! Go, Micah!
Oh, he was
Oh
good.
my gosh!
Bro, Rama wanted to swing on that. You can see he wanted to swing.
Wait, what is the record? 877?
87.
84?
That was 87.
Oh, what a swing, bro.
Cameron.
Oh, it's done! Oh my gosh. Oh, Cam! Hey, I think you should stop that guy! Woo! Bro, that's there, bro. How is that to the seam? Yay. Oh, Chris Conley!
To Decker! David Decker!
Big shot.
Boom!
Best outside in the country, by the way.
Is that my dad? 20 miles per hour.
Boom. Oh, sniper.
Stop!
Let's go! Oh my
God.
Oh my God.
Come on!
Oh my God.
Thank you.
You think we could hear us on the live? Oh God.
I don't know. What about out there?
Cam,
This is
nice
my
to
mom.
meet you.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you soon.
In Menlo next year, I'm not only going to play against you.
Bro does not get. Bro does not get.
Yeah, he did not give a about what. I said I'm not only going to play against you.
I mean, like, you gotta talk to so many people, like, right now.
He's not going to fucking be here. Yeah.
We're recording, right?
Yep.
Did he cut it?
I did.
You did?
Yeah. What do you think, boys?
I'm having a great day.
You guys look hungry.
I am hungry.
Andrew Rowan is absolutely risen right now.
Wait, he's so much more handsome in person.
National Center is risen right now.
Aura.
You made the edit.
I made the edit.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
sick.
Dude, it's all that tonight, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Service. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
I told him you guys should do a jersey swap.
Before Moni thing.
He was before Mo. He's also before.
Oh, no way.
So he's locked in.
So I had to stick with you.
You're like,
We're not bandwagons on
You
you.
got great. I got you.
Can I get my mom get a photo with you?
Yeah.
This is their first volleyball. This is their first volleyball game.
Super cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, for sure. We meet tomorrow?
I won't.
Oh,
I coach in the morning. I coach all
No
weekend.
worries. Yeah, for sure. You want Celsius?
Yeah.
With the applesauce.
Great game.
All right, we just wrapped up. Just dropped off my mom. Got my food now. Both left sides, Rama and Kelly, weren't producing crazy, and they still smashed them. Is pretty ridiculous. That just shows how dominant Cam and Michael were tonight.
And Connolly told me to change my shirt.
Yeah,
He wanted me to take off my shirt.
I told him the jersey swap, bro. But yeah, Chris Conley went absolutely nuclear tonight.
Yeah, he did some
His serve
crazy
receive was ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Long Beach fraud check. They won though, but Season's kind of nasty. I'm not gonna lie. But also, Season's ranked like what, like 14th, maybe 13th.
No, they're 18th.
Oh yeah, they dropped.
They're 18th.
and Long Beach or Stanford is 14th.
They might not make the tournament.
They're gonna make the tournament.
Long Beach.
If I go,
Does it not go up the rankings?
no.
There's no way they don't.
That's why I'm.
They almost just lost to Seaside. Bro, if Long Beach doesn't make the tournament,
Nikolov, if you can hear this, please save us.
yeah. Well, I gotta take off because I gotta go drive. But
Yeah, we have to
do a little outro for our part here, Aiden.
later.
All right, just got back home to Sac. It was like an hour and a half drive back home. I'll be referring to my notes that I took during the match as I'm pulling it up. Just a lot of fun, dude. Like, it was cool taking my mom to her first match. That was really special for me. It was also just a really exciting match too. Like, I know, like, it did end up in a sweep as I expected. UCLA is just on a different level relative to Stanford. No offense to those boys because they did ball out, especially in that second. Them boys were just scrappy. Their block was on, which is one of my keys to the game for them to keep this game competitive. I said pregame that if they get their block going better than they did against BYU, UCLA was gonna have a little bit of trouble, and they did. Yeah, Stanford's block was just giving UCLA a little bit of trouble. Rowan got slowed down a little bit because of what Stanford did in terms of keeping them a little bit more out of system. Stanford set their block really, really well. So that was pretty cool to see. Just from Stanford's perspective and making the game a little bit more interesting. And they were scrappy. There were a couple of plays that could have resulted in a free ball back over, but they were able to still apply pressure for UCLA for those down balls. Yeah, atmosphere-wise, dude, I was pretty underwhelmed. Unfortunately, it just seems like whenever Stanford made a big play, no one really seemed to care in the gym. It was funny because I was rooting for UCLA, of course. It seemed like me and the boys were more excited than the other Stanford fans because, of course, we're big fans of volleyball, so we want to see a competitive match. Wanted to see it go more than 3 sets. There was a play in particular at the end of that second where I think it was Mo Wagner who got a big block off of Decker's D-ball. It was a really big point in the game. I think it was 24-22, I believe, was when it happened. Mo goes up and absolutely housed Decker, and I was freaking out. It was a pretty sick play. You know, no momentum from the crowd, it seemed like, which was pretty interesting because there were a lot of people. I was surprised that I wasn't hearing any more. I think for the next time I go live, I don't want to be that guy that's heckling by any means, but I just wanted to bring a little bit of energy tonight and not get on the heads of Stanford, but just be a fan of the game. And it was cool to not have to be super critical and stuff like that. So it was fun just to be screaming and yelling, which is a lot of fun for me. But let me pull up my notes really fast. Yeah, to start the game, UCLA came out firing. I think Decker started at serve. I think they started in row 4. Decker had a couple of aces, applied a lot of really good service pressure. And then Stanford came back. It was pretty cool. After the timeout, it was funny. My mom was like, they're calling a timeout so early, 5-0. And then the Stanford boys rallied back. I think they made it a 4-5 game after that. I think they scored 4 straight points. So that was pretty cool to see. But I think the biggest storyline of the night tonight was UCLA's middles, dude. It started with Micah. Cam didn't see the floor in the first set until like maybe 10 points in for UCLA, maybe even more, because Micah was just holding it down the middle. It was really cool to see Micah get his flowers and get his touches because they're gonna need him, especially as we get closer to May. But he was dominant tonight, and Cam Thorne, as usual, it's funny, chopped it up a little bit before the game, and then bro went out and just balled out. It's funny because like it's been almost like a meme where everyone calls us out for glazing Cam Thorne. Bro's just a baller, and he showed that tonight. He's going to continue to show that, but I think more than anything, if UCLA can keep up this middle production, if Rowan can continuously find both of the middles in system and out of system, it's going to be such a problem for everybody else because Stanford is not a slouch team as they showed in that second set. They played really, really well, and even with lack of production from the left side specifically tonight, I don't have the stats pulled up, but Rama and Kelly didn't really have that great of a performance tonight. Just plain and simple. Of course, when both of your middles are producing at such a high level, both hitting, I think, over 600 each. I think Micah maybe hit 500 and Cam hit for sure over 600 tonight. There's no need to run the outside as much, and maybe that was their game. Maybe that was Stanford's game plan to just not let the 2 best outsides in the country go to work. But then that opens up the rest of the floor for everybody else, which is what makes UCLA so brutal to play against. But I want to give my flowers out to David Decker again too, because bro held it down on the service line, but he also came up big offensively too. With lack of production on the left side, you're gonna need production on that right side, and he was definitely big tonight. And shout out my boy Chris Conley, man. It was so sweet of him to take a photo with me and my mom after the match, but Not a lot of crazy digs. He maybe had 1 or 2, maybe 3 tonight, but it was incredible to watch a top libero in the country dot up a very aggressive serving team in Stanford. The production he had on the service line off of float serves and top spins, it was incredible to see. Like, I don't know what he passed tonight, but it had to have been close to 2.5, if not higher. I'm a sucker for serve receive and efficiency, and that obviously allowed UCLA to be even more productive out of the middle. Yeah, shout out Conley. I know they play again tomorrow, which is cool. Not much to say on the Stanford side, to be honest. It just seemed like the only person that was really producing was Mo. Just giving credit to their defense in that second. Other than that, it just seemed like they couldn't really get into a rhythm. UCLA is just too fast and too physical for them to run anything out of the middle. Their pins just weren't working as consistently and as often as they would have liked. But yeah, I really like shooting these vlogs. I hope you guys enjoy it too. We have a really big one on the way too. We're about a month and a half out from the national championship, and that vlog is going to be sick. I have a lot of ideas for that. But yeah, I really do appreciate everyone's support. Like, as corny and cheesy and as often as you guys probably hear that from other creators and stuff. Like, I'm not in it here for the money, and I'm here to build connections, to grow community, to offer something that I feel like no one else is offering. This is what I love to do, and so I'm just hoping to one day be able to make this a full-time thing where I can cover the best athletes in the world in the best sport that we all love. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this vlog, please subscribe. Please follow us on all of our platforms. Got some really, really, really dope content on the way, and really big ideas that can only really happen if we do get the support, so that we can bring more of this content. Because, like I said, I'm not in it for the money, but this dream also can't be realistic if we don't get to that point. Really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.